What's up, everybody? Joe with ECRM here at our beauty sessions in Chicago, and with me is Mayo from NIQ. She gave a great presentation today, and one of the topics, not surprising, was TikTok Shop. And before we get into the conversation about that, just want to let you know it's only early January, so this is before any potential ban. We don't know what's going to happen with that, so we're going to talk now as if it's not happening. So thanks for joining us. And I know they've been growing fast, but what kind of growth has TikTok Shop been seeing in the beauty category?
Yeah, I mean, if I could summarize it in one sentence, we have never seen a retailer grow this fast in beauty. So TikTok Shop launched September 2023, and after just a year in market, they were the number 8th ranked health and beauty e-commerce retailer in the US. So massive growth. I mean, this kind of growth would be impossible for any brick and mortar store because you just couldn't possibly build out that quickly. I mean, even Amazon took so much longer to get there. And it continues to rise. So growth month over month continues to grow, and people are coming back, right? The average consumer has made 3.5 purchases in a year on the app. So
Wow.
All signs point to a very successful rollout.
What do you think is driving this growth?
Well, it's fun, first of all. So it's integrated into an app that we know people are spending more and more time with. And it's really just bringing this new way to discover products that's feels more authentic to people, right? They're hearing their favorite influencers talk about something that they love, and then you can click over and just buy it right away. So this purchasing was already happening on TikTok, right? But they'd see something and they would click over to Amazon or Ulta and order it there. Now they're able to do it directly, and the experience has been good for consumers. They feel that they can trust the platform, right? No one's credit cards are being stolen in mass like some other of these quick commerce retailers, and they're finding great deals and different new types of products that they aren't able to find anywhere else.
Yeah, and I think you touched on one really key point, is that seamless merging between the content and the shopping, because there's so many people, especially younger people, they are using TikTok as their main information source. And then they'll use it to kind of research, they'll search on a beauty trend or a category that they're interested in, but then they may also just wander around and learn new things, and then boom, you have that impulsivity. It's like they want it, they can get it right then and there, and they make it such a seamless job in doing it. How does it compare to some of the other online platforms that are doing that? The online social platforms that are selling,
Yeah, so I mean, we're also seeing growth for things like Temu and Shein. Amazon Haul just launched in the US. We've got other things on the horizon like Pinterest shopping and YouTube shopping. I think those are worth paying attention to as well. Temu, Shein are not growing as quickly as TikTok Shop, but they're something to pay attention to. That's much more focused on being the lowest cost, right? And they aren't branded products. So I think it's important to watch out. In general, we're really paying attention to this kind of new muscle that's being developed, like this new way of shopping. And to your point earlier, it's really capturing a lot of these impulse purchases, right? Where somebody before might have been strolling the aisles of Target and they found something and they impulsively bought it. Like a lot of that energy is happening on TikTok Shop now. Gotcha.
So in the event that it does get banned on the 19th, I think it is the scheduled date. If it does happen, how can brands prepare for that? And again, it's only the 11th to 12th of January. So how can brands prepare for this? So what are you hearing anything about what they're doing just in case?
Yeah, I mean, I think on a practical level, it's about making sure you have all of your content, right? I know when some other apps have been closed down, people weren't able to get their content out in time, so definitely make sure you have that. I also think brands would be really smart to figure out a way to capture email addresses or phone numbers of the people who are engaging with them, so maybe think about some contests or giveaways or something, because you don't want all of those followers that you've built up on TikTok to just be lost if the platform goes away. But I think that this has really proven that this form of shopping, this social connected commerce works, so other things will pop up. We have definitely seen on TikTok Shop that some of the brands who are the most successful were the first ones that got on there. So I think as other things start to pop up, and they will, it's really important to experiment and kind of try and figure out what works for your brand, because I think this is where the future is headed.
Yeah, and really good point. And brands have to keep in mind, you don't own the platform, so you don't own that intellectual property. So capturing emails, finding a way to capture emails on any social media platform is really important, right? If you have an Instagram page that's doing well and then it disappears, boom, all of those people are gone unless you find a way to capture those email addresses. Then by the same token, I think it's really important for retailers who have e-commerce sites to try and TikTokify them, right? Try to find cool ways of weaving in content or dynamic content or even that kind of social kind of activity into your own websites. I mean, you want to make your site the go-to place people are visiting for information as well as that. So I think there's a lot of learnings that'll come out of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So thanks again for your presentation and everything. And we will see what happens on the 19th.
Waiting. See.